G'day everyone, Prep Aussie here. I hope you're all well in whatever part of the world you're watching this video. Today is Tuesday the 10th of the 3rd, 2020, and the time here is 14:04 Australian Eastern Standard Time. Well folks, I'm doing this video from my bed because I thought it was important to do a video, and I thought you could do without seeing my rough head today. Getting over this cold, it's just a cold, just sneezes and bloody whatever. For all I know, it might be coronavirus. So do I care? Not really, because there's absolutely nothing that I can do to stop getting coronavirus, and there is nothing that you can do to stop getting coronavirus. I hope you all understand that. Okay, the purpose of today's video is basically to show you guys a few things and to sort of calm everybody down. Now, I'm watching videos from a lot of people, not a lot of people, but here and there, and reading the comments in the comment section, and a lot of people are saying, oh, you're fear-mongering, etc., etc. Well, yeah, maybe a little bit, but what I would like to say is that I've already stated for the record that I am not going to come out and say this is a bioweapon. And the reason I'm not going to say that is because, well, the coronavirus is a bioweapon. I can't say that it is because there's been no proof from anyone on YouTube. And I mean, a full-scale scientific research done on this virus to tell us that it's a bioweapon. There's been people, SGT report, Cliff High, Road to Rooter, various other people who have all come out and said it's a bioweapon. Well, I can't tell you that it is or it isn't. And the reason I can't is because I haven't seen a scientific study that's come out and told us that it is. Now, I haven't seen any on YouTube. I've heard a lot of people talking about it as a bioweapon, but I haven't seen any conclusive proof that it is. So I'm not going to say that unless I see that evidence. And I don't think anybody else should either. Right. A lot of people in the comments have quite rightly said it's a bit of a beat up. It's just like getting a cold. Well, it kind of is, but we don't know how bad it's going to be, do we? You know, it's not as if we know. We don't. So, yeah, I suppose it is a bit of a beat up. Can be. Now, I'm going to show you guys some stuff. This is golden activated turmeric paste from Totally Rawsome. I take this stuff all the time, and it does work. Trust me. Get in touch with them and get some, folks. I take this stuff with food, coffee, everything now. Right, that's their contact details. Mobile number 0433 165 848 and info@totallyrawsome.com.au. Give them a call. Get some. It works. Right. Let's talk about the stock market crash yesterday. The stock market crash yesterday was 14%. Seven in Australia was over 7%, 7.75. In America, same thing, 7.75. Around the world, yeah, same thing, collapsing. Now, what's going to happen? Okay, I'm going to show you what's going to happen. This is, when it comes up, the chart for 1929 stock market crash. Look, bip, 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 bip. 1 second. Okay, what I'm going to show you next, I tried to find the chart, the current stock market chart, but look, I can't find that. But I'm going to go back to the 1929 thing. Just hang on a second. Now, this is obviously the 1929 crash. Now, if you're looking up here, before every major crash and during every major crash, there's an upside. There's always an up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. I hope you all understand that, because that's important for you to remember. So today, especially here in Australia, there's been another up, right? But let's have a close look at that, right? Because what you're missing is how that benefits long term. Okay. Now, what I wanted to confirm with you guys, I'm sure you're all aware of this, but I wanted to repeat this, right? It's not so much how much the stock market loses in a day, because that's what your concentrated belief or system focuses on because of the news. What you need to do is look at this one here, the monthly. Folks, over the last month, the Australian stock market has nearly lost 20%. That's right, 20%. So let's go up here. Dow Jones, it's lost nearly 17. It's up to 17, 16 and a half. FTSE, which is the English one, nearly 20. DAX, German, over 20. So look, please concentrate on the longer term. And like I said, when you go back to the chart graph for 1929, up, down, up, down, up, big down, big little bit of up, huge down. Now, we've gone through something like this one here. So there's going to be a rebound. But if you go back to last month and the beginning of the end of last year, we already had these little blips. Now we're having this one. What's coming is this one, this big down. Now that might have been the one that happened yesterday. So let's just say that this was yesterday's one. Okay, now we're going to get a small rebound. Okay, you're going to get a small rebound, and then the arse is literally going to fall out of it. You may get another you may get a drop, and you may get another small rebound, because that's what happens. Look, people start piling into the market because they think that it's cheap. They're fools. They're absolute fools. So, where does that leave us? Right. I want to point something out to you, or show you something. SGT report did this video, emerging economic collapse. Now, this was a pretty good video, but it was the one before this that this one here, the 14-minute one, fear mongering. Now,
these things are usually,
if you haven't seen this video, you need to see this, watch this video, because what's happening in China is unprecedented, folks. The actual amount of stuff, supply coming to Australia, for example, from China has dropped 95%. I'm going to say that again. The stuff coming to Australia from China has currently dropped 95%. So if you haven't seen this video here, you need to watch this video, because this is scary. This is in America, in California. And this woman who works there, drives a truck there, is driving around this place, and it's dead empty, folks. Dead empty. There's nothing there. Like, you could literally let a cannon off, and there's no containers, no nothing. when they're supposed to be stacked about 6 high and be as tall as buildings. She goes through the whole thing. Like there's literally nothing there, nothing. So what's going to happen, you think, when people who've got half a box of Cocoa Pops, half a loaf of bread and some mouldy cheese in their fridge, when people finally click that they can't eat toilet paper and they're going to have to actually start going and getting stuff like food, what do you think is going to happen? The shelves are going to run out within 1 to 2 days. Thankfully, here in Australia, we grow most of our own fruit and veggies, so we'll be okay in that department. But even then, the price of them is just going to skyrocket unless the government steps in and tells the companies you cannot put the prices up. But don't trust them doing that. So the obvious other thing is that we're going to run out. We are literally, we're literally going to run out of everything in a couple of days because we've put all our eggs in one basket, that basket being China. So remember, a lot of these countries have lost almost 20% of their stock market prices in the last couple of days, not weeks, last couple of days. But because your mind is focused on today, you're not remembering that they've lost 20% already. So where are we going to from here? All right, well, I'm going to show you some stuff. As you can see, this is a bag of long grain Thai rice grown in Australia. Gluten-free, fat-free, blah, blah, blah. And you're probably wondering, why am I taking a picture of a bag of rice? Well, the reason that I'm taking a picture of a bag of rice is because I packed this bag of rice and several other bags of rice in my 100-litre bin that I've told you guys about in 2016. I'm going to say that again. I packed this bag of rice, and I'll even show you the container. Hang on a sec. I packed it in this container here. Sorry about the things on the top, but we've had so much rain. We're trying to dry everything at the moment, and the dryer is full, and we're trying to dry everything, so we're hanging them everywhere. These are the 100-litre containers that I was telling you about, the stackable 100-litre containers. So, as you can see, I packed that bag of rice in one of those bins. Now, you're probably wondering, why have I taken this bag of rice out? Well, it wasn't just this bag of rice, because we unloaded all those bags, like I said, those storage boxes. Now, if you remember, I said to you we were going to break these down and put them in the 50-litre, more manageable 50-litre boxes, which we've done. Now, what we did with the 50-litre boxes, because we're rotating our stock, so we've taken all the storage stuff out, we're using that now, and we're reloading it with new stuff into the 50-litre boxes. And we're making the 50-litre boxes convertible to, I think it's about a 2-week limit on each box. Does that make sense? So we've got something like 3 months supply now. Now you will have to be frugal, obviously, when you're doing things like that, when you actually go to need it. Okay, but you can buy the boxes from Bunnings very easily. They're $20 each, the 100-litre ones, or you can just buy the cheap 50-litre ones that my wife bought for $8 each. And I realise for some people that's a lot of money, but it's not at the end of the day when you realise that you can actually store food in them. If you've got to get in the car and drive, you can actually stack them in the car, etc., etc. Okay? Now here you go. Here's a box from Bunnings, 50 litre, $7.98. Now you can literally get whatever box you want at Bunnings, folks. Seriously, they come in all shapes and sizes. You can spend more money on them, less money on them. You know, you can buy these ones which are stackable, 160 litres, 120 litres. What I wouldn't suggest you buy, I'm going to show you these now, is these ones. Do not buy these ones. They're not, regardless of what they say, they are not completely stackable, and they are not rodent proof because of this thing here. So vermin can get into them. So don't buy those ones for using them as stackable. Okay. So that's what I wanted to say. So recapping, the Australian stock market has lost 20% of its main indices in the last couple of days. So has the American, so has Germany. They all have. Secondly, Australia has lost 95% of its imports from China. Say that again, lost 95% of its imports from China. Top that off with the fact that Australia has lost nearly 100% of its exports to China because we're not sending anything there either. And you start to get the picture that we're in really deep shit here. Okay. Thirdly, go and get your petrol now. Fill up every car, everything you can find, jerry cans, etc. Fill them up now. Don't worry about the price of oil and whatever. Go and do it now. Because the reason I'm saying that, are you going to worry about whether you bought petrol at $1.50 or $1.30 when you're getting in your car and driving away in a mad dash? No, you're not. Are you going to be loading jerry cans in the back of your car going, oh shit, I could have saved $20 on that if I'd actually waited 2 more days? No, you're not. Go and fill up everything today. Whatever you're doing, go and get food for your family. Rice, beans, lentils, whole grains today, because you're going to run out real soon. If you haven't got it, you're going to get left behind, guys, and I mean that in a big way. Okay? So that's it. That's the end of this video. I'm not going to do the prayers today because I wanted everybody to focus on what I was saying. All right, guys. I'll be up and about again tomorrow. I'm feeling better today. Just one of those shitty school colds that the kids bring home from school, I think. But might be coronavirus for all I know. But then again, who cares? You're going to get it anyway. No point panicking about it. All right, folks. God bless. Prep out.